Linda, if I fall on you, I'm sorry. Thank you. Am I getting close to the front yet? Yeah. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Pugh. How are you? What do we see? Or where to look? Life often feels like this, doesn't it? Can't see anything coming. We don't know where to look for help. It's amazing how scary it can be just closing your eyes and walking through a familiar place. Not sure what's coming up towards your shins or your knees. I've noticed I haven't moved it nearly as much as I normally do at this point because I'm afraid. Sometimes we feel blind in life. Not just with our normal sight, but with what comes for us. What are we supposed to do? How do we handle situations? How do we handle disagreements with loved ones? What do I do about trusting in God versus trusting in myself? Peter was having trouble seeing. Peter was listening to his friend, his teacher, his confidant, the man who had claimed him as a young one, well, a few years younger, and was driving him to become a champion in the eyes of God, teaching him. Peter was listening to him, but not seeing what he was saying. He heard Jesus telling about the hardships and the trials coming up, about what must take place. But you see, Peter's a lot like us. He listens with his ears, but he doesn't listen with his heart. It's real easy to get caught up in the sacrifices or in the sufferings that people go through. All through the Olympics, when I was watching it, I think there were 4 key words that were repeated over and over and over and over again. Tell me if you remember any. Sacrifice, hardship, perseverance. What's the other one? Didn't you watch it? Oh, come on! Dedication. We focus on the sacrifice, but we often miss the reason. Peter was concerned with Jesus' earthly body, with the suffering of a friend, which we are too. But Jesus saw on to something greater. Jesus knew how to see past the suffering. Christ opened the eyes of the world to what really matters. Not the things here, but the things to come. Not death, but life. Not sin, but forgiveness. Hope, trust that God will love and uphold us and be with us when we suffer. Christ shows us a way to see the truth of life, not what the world throws at us. The truth of life that God will never, ever leave us. And the way he tells us to see this is simple. Pick up your cross and follow me. We look to the cross to see God. We look to the cross to see truth. We close our eyes to the rest of the things in the world that try and detract us, that hurt us. And we focus on the one who loves us unconditionally. through the struggle, through the hardship, through the adversity, and through the perseverance, Christ saved us from ourselves and from this world. We see that here. Let us know that here and act on it. As we go out, look for the cross and look for Christ in our lives. Amen.